Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, people. Why does Joe Biden tempt me all the time? Why does this man tempt me? Well, hello there, all my fantastic fanatics. This is your man, Dr. Usher. Oh my goodness, people. We're going to talk about whether it's true or false if Joe Biden is passing out free crack pipes to crackheads. Now, here's the deal. You've heard it all over the news that Joe Biden is passing this new program where he's going to give free crack pipes to crackheads. And I had to investigate to see if this stuff was true or not. So I went on Joe Biden's website. I went to the whitehouse.gov. And here is the facts about what's about to go down. Joe Biden is trying to launch harm reduction zones. Now you may be asking, what is a I know it's hard to keep my face straight. What is a harm reduction zone? A harm reduction zone is a place where an addict can go to and get high in a safe place. Well, we don't want them getting high behind, he says, behind stores and behind trash bins. They need a safe place to get high. Now, do you think his son Hunter Biden's got something to do with this idea? This is the most kookiest idea I've ever heard. Now, it gets even worse, people. I know I'm trying not to laugh, but here it is. Let's say you're an addict, okay? And you need a safe place to get high. Well, you can go to one of these harm reduction zones and smoke up and get high. And if you happen to overdose, no worries. They'll give you Narcan and revitalize you so you can get high again the next day. Okay, it gets even worse. It gets even worse. If you don't want to kick the habit, you can go to one of these harm reduction zones and you can trade in your dirty needle for a clean needle. Well, that'll be. So we're paying for people to get high, we're paying for Narcan, and we're paying for their needles. What are we gonna do, pay for the drugs next? But it gets even worse than this, because I was like, okay, is it true that Joe Biden is gonna give out crack pipes? Because where is this idea coming from? Okay, let me tell you where it's coming from. It's coming from Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's press release on the opioid epidemic, okay? Now, Joe Biden administration said on Wednesday that crack pipes are not included in the safe smoking kit. Oh my God. There's a safe smoking kit that he's gonna give to all these addicts that go to the harm reduction zones. Now, that's where it came from. But Joe Biden had to clean that up on, Wednesday. What Wednesday was that? I'm thinking it was like around February 9th or so, where he cleaned that up. But he is the one that started this mess, everybody. Shaun King, don't get mad at us because we jumped on the bandwagon and said that your boy was going to do free crack pipes. Don't get mad at Rubio or DeSantis or none of us, because your boy Joe Biden is the one that said that he was going to give them safe smoking kits. Now, you explain to me what a safe smoking kit is. Well, you don't have to, Mr. Shaun, and everybody else watching this broadcast. I done found out what's in the safe smoking kit. It comes from the press debriefing by your girl. Oh my gosh, people. Okay, so it was asked in the press briefing, what's in a safe smoking kit? Ms. Psaki said, and I quote, a safe smoking kit may include alcohol swabs, I can't keep a straight face. Oh my God. Lip balm. You know why I can't keep a straight face, people? It's because I keep thinking of David Chappelle when he does that crack addict and his mouth is all white. And so it includes lip balm, other materials to promote hygiene and reduce the transmission of diseases like HIV and hepatitis. Now, you notice how Psaki is being slick about what she's saying is in that packet. They didn't say right out in the open, there's going to be crack pipes in there. But it's going to be things to reduce the transmission of disease and diseases like HIV and hepatitis C. So we know needles are going to be included, but our crack pipe's going to be included. Now, Remember how your boy Clinton would say, I did not have intercourse with Monica Lewinsky, but in reality, what they did was not really intercourse, but it was still inappropriate in nature. Well, the Democrats are doing the same thing. Same old game. They're saying that they're not going to give crack pipes. So what they're going to put in there is not going to be considered a crack pipe. It might be a hygiene, how would they say it? A vocal hygiene inhaler. No, right? Maybe it's called a anti-burn lip protection device for medication and inhalement. I don't know what crazy name they're going to come up with, people, but you heard it here. It's real. And look, it gets even worse. It gets even worse. So you might be asking, well, Raph, what about this needle stuff? Okay, so your girl Saki jumps in and talks about how that they're going to distribute. Now, she didn't say, oh, man. Okay, I'm trying to calm down, people. Okay, so what she said here in her briefing in regards to needles, that they're going to work with the DOJ to make sure that they're not violating any laws by giving addicts needles and these smoke kits. Oh my God, people. When are we going to learn that the government will never get this right? If you're depending on the government to get your kid off drugs, let me tell you right now, they're the cause of the reason why your kid is on drugs, because they legalized marijuana, which we all knew growing up. If you are a not Gen Z, if you are a millennial, no, not even millennial, if you are a Gen Xer or a boomer, we all grew up knowing that marijuana was a gateway drug. And we knew that it led to stronger drugs and harder drugs. And now we got this opioid epidemic. And they think that by giving people free drugs, it's going to solve the problem, and it's not going to solve the problem. I'm going to tell you right now, the only solution for this problem is Jesus Christ. If you want these people to get off these drugs, you got to get them in church, in the power of the Holy Spirit, to get them set free from that junk. I'm not talking about a religious experience. I'm talking about an authentic relationship with Jesus Christ, where he comes in and just yanks that addiction out of them. He did it with me. He did it with a lot of my friends. And I'm telling you, God is real, Jesus is real, and he can do it. And we need to quit playing games with the devil and quit playing politics with everybody. And we need to get these folk in church. And church, you need to stand up and tell these parents to keep their kids off drugs. You need to tell these parents quit smoking dope in front of their kids. You need to stand up and tell the world, hey, no, we're not doing this marijuana thing. We're not doing this drug stuff. We're not going to listen to the music. We're not going to promote the music. We're going to stand against it. But what the church doing? We got our tail tucked between our legs, and we're over, oh, we can't say nothing because I don't want to offend nobody. Oh, no. You need to open up your mouth now. People are dying and going to hell every day because the church is not standing up. The church is not rising up. They're creating these harm reduction zones. You know what let me tell you what that really is, people. A harm reduction zone is just a satanic substitute for the church. Folk need to come to church. They don't need a harm reduction zone. They need to get their butts in church. They need to go down the street to one of these local ministries where they can get some prayer, get some food, and get delivered from that junk once and for all. Because you cannot set anyone free without the power of Jesus Christ. Period. It ain't going to happen. They'll get free for a couple of weeks, a month, maybe 6 months, maybe a year. But unless the Holy Spirit comes in and cleans them up and yanks that garbage out of them, they'll go right back to it, just like a dog will eat its vomit. I'm telling you, it'll happen. So I'm imploring you guys today. I know we made fun of this whole issue, but it gets down to the core issue that we all really need to pay attention to, is that this thing is real. And we need to take a stand against addiction. And it's time for the church to rise up. So if Joe Biden wants to try to tackle this issue by creating these, harm reduction zones, And the church wants to continue to, we don't want those type of people in our church. We don't want those type of people getting around our children. Okay then. Okay, fine. Okay. Let them do these harm reduction zones. But let me tell you, a harm reduction zone is coming to your area. They're going to be right down the street from you, right down the street from your church. And when you want to go somewhere and go to the store, they're going to be a bunch of people lined up trying to get their needles. You got to walk around, especially if you live in a big city like New York City. I guarantee you there's going to be a harm reduction zone near a store that you frequent or near an area that you go to. You're not going to be able to avoid these places if you live in a big city. Now, if you live in a small town, you might be able to avoid it. But I'm saying this because you guys just need to recognize, as Christians, they need to be in the church. The church needs to set up these, come on guys, we need to set up street ministries again where we're getting out there and getting these people set free and delivered. And we also need to get involved with prevention programs from the start. Come on now, we need to really jump on board prevention. The biggest cure for drug addiction is prevention. And the second biggest cure for drug addiction is get the drug dealer saved. But nobody wants to win the drug dealers to the Lord because they're afraid that, oh, you're going to kill me. To live is Christ, to die is gain. But we need to do something, people, besides what we're doing right now. So with that being said, you have the facts. This is the story. I apologize to anyone that I've offended, but this is the truth. It's a dumb idea. It's not going to help anybody. It's not going to reduce drug addiction. It's not going to reduce drug deaths. It's only going to cost taxpayers more money. And the only solution that we have to defeat this or in any other sinful issue is Jesus Christ. God bless. I love y'all. Do as much good as you can while you can, and I'll see y'all later.